Well, good morning. It is the 5th of March 2021, and welcome to another daily devotional. This morning I was spending time with Jesus. I was in Exodus chapter 17, and in Exodus 17, we see two stories. We see the water coming forth from the rock, and the New Testament tells us that rock is Jesus. And so, if water's coming forth from Jesus, they're drinking of the Holy Spirit metaphorically. But after drinking of the Holy Spirit, immediately after, they go into a time of warfare, a time of battle, where the Amalekites attack Israel. This is what it says in verse 8. It says, Then Amalek came and fought with Israel at Rephidim. So Moses said to Joshua, Choose for us men and go out and fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand on the top of the hill with the staff of God in my hand. So Joshua did as Moses told him and fought with Amalek, while Moses, Aaron, and Hur went and stood at the top of the hill. Whenever Moses held up his hand, Israel prevailed. And whenever he lowered his hand, Amalek prevailed. Moses' hands grew weary. So they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat on it. And while Aaron and Hur held up his hands, one on one side and the on the other side. So his hands were steady until the going down of the sun. And Joshua overwhelmed Amalek and his people with the sword. In this story, there's two battles going on. There's the battle on the earthly realm, and there's a battle in the heavenly realm. There's a battle that is on the plain, and there's a battle that's on the mountainside. And the battle on the plain was dependent upon the battle on the mountainside. Joshua's victory was dependent on Moses' perseverance. Joshua overwhelming the Amalekites was dependent upon Moses' hands being raised in prayer and seeking the Lord. This hands being raised posture is a posture of prayer, it's a posture of declaration. And as the battle's waging on, Moses is getting weary. And so Aaron, his brother, and Hur, they come alongside him and they lift up his hands and they support him and they hold him up in that place. Now, there's so much lessons that we can learn here. First of all, the battles that we face here on earth, actually, there's warfare to be done in the heavenly realms. And what happens in the spiritual dimension affects what happens in the physical dimension. And so we as believers need to be people of prayer, need to be people who are fighting our battles in the secret place, in that high place with the Lord, before we're fighting them in the earthly realm. But there comes times whenever we get weary, whenever we get tired. And Aaron and Hur, they're the picture of the church. They're coming alongside, lifting hands up and helping to lift up Moses' hands, supporting him and helping him in his intercessions. And we as believers need to get alongside one another, to help support one another, to encourage one another, to strengthen one another's arms as they're lifted up in prayer. Because though Joshua may be in the plain fighting the battle with the sword, the real warfare was going on the mountainside. Because the battle belongs to the Lord. Folks, whatever battle you're facing today, talk with God about it before you talk with man about it.